guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I decided to test out Stephanie Lange's dome shape technique for hooded eyes. I have hooded eyes, and let me tell you, the struggle is real sometimes to put on eyeshadow and not make your eyes look like the size of peas. So I wanted to test this out and see if it made it any easier for me to apply eyeshadow and then recommend it to you guys if it did. So if you guys want to see my final thoughts on this, please keep watching.
Okay everyone, we are going to be taking this beautiful taupey brown shade and applying it all over the mobile lid from the very inner corner to the outer corner of our eye. Now, I want to preface this video before I go any further and say that I'm not going to be going into as extensive detail as Stephanie does in her video. One, because I'm not very good at explaining it, and two, I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. Now back to the eye look. We are going to be starting off on the mobile lid and packing this color on. If you don't know what the mobile lid is, that is totally fine. I didn't either until I watched this video. It is the part of the eye that moves ups and downs when you blink. A lot of people with hooded eyes, including myself, don't bring the eyeshadow past the mobile lid and don't bring it higher than the hood or the crease. Now, she explains this as the worst thing that you could possibly do. This is going to make your eyes look smaller and more hooded. So what you want to do is look at yourself straight on into a mirror. If your eyeshadow disappears, you need to bring the shadow up further and past the hood or crease of your eye, which is what you can see that I am doing here. Now, you don't want to bring it up too high. I know it's kind of confusing, but you want to make sure that you can see the shadow when you are looking directly into a mirror. She says 3 millimeters, but let's be real. I have no idea what that is, so I just kept bringing it up higher and higher until I could see it when I looked into a mirror. Keep doing it in the dome shape and bring it up until you feel like it is high enough. Do not worry about the shape because that is going to be blended out. The harsh lines and edges that are on the shape, that'll be blended out. You really just want to focus on creating that dome. And then when you do get to a place where you feel like it is high enough, that's when you are able to blend out those harsh lines and edges and make it look as seamless as you want. And a little fun fact for you, make sure you are using a light hand when you blend. I didn't know this until I watched her video, but using a harsh hand when you blend your eyeshadow can defeat the purpose and not blend it out at all. So make sure you use a light hand. Now, this part may look vaguely familiar to some of you. I did do this little technique in my Valentine's Day tutorial. I stole it from her. I know you caught me. She takes a darker brown shade on a pencil brush and applies it to the outer corner of her mobile lid as close to the lash line as possible. Then she takes a smaller blending brush to blend out the edges. She blends it out and up to really extend the eye. She explains it as a messy winged liner effect. Applying it to the outer corner of the eye elongates the eye, like I did in the Valentine's Day look. It makes them look sexy and sultry and so much bigger than they actually are. And when you have hooded eyes, that is what you crave. So once she is done blending it out, she adds more product to build it up. She does this a few times. It's up to you on how smoky you want your eyes to look. If you want it to be real smoky, you add a lot of layers. If you want it to be subtle, do less. It is completely and entirely up to you. So the only shimmer shade that we're going to be using is this one right here. We are going to be putting it on the arch of our brow bone and the inner corner of our eye. Now this is going to make our eyes appear wider and brighter. Last but certainly not least, we are taking a black eyeshadow to create a smudged wing liner. I never do winged liner because it is really difficult to achieve with hooded eyes. She says herself that people with hooded eyes should stay clear of winged liner because it does not flatter the eye shape, which I completely agree with. However, smoky smudged liner does. So we are going to smudge the black eyeshadow throughout the roots of the lashes. Then we are going to go back in with a small blending brush to slightly blend it out without ruining the structure of where we applied the black shadow.
Okay guys, so I just finished her tutorial on the dome shape technique. I'm going to go ahead and finish my face and my eyebrows and all that jazz, and I will be right back to finish my lower lash line. Okay, so I finished my face and my brows and all that, so now we're going to jump in and do the lower lash line.
To smoke out the lower lash line, we are using the original color that we put on the mobile lid and just smoking out our lower lash line with a small blending brush. This is really going to tie the look together and just make it look sexy and sultry. I feel like those are my two favorite words when I'm describing a makeup look. So with this darker brown shade, we're going to be using that smudge brush and smudging it in the root of our lower lash line. And then we're going to be taking a pencil brush to blend it out. And after that, we add a little bit of mascara to our lower lash line, and bada bing, bada boom, we are done with this look.
Hey you guys, so this is the final look. I finished her tutorial and I have to say that I approve of the dome shape technique. It makes it so much easier for hooded eyes. So if any of you out there are struggling with hooded eyes and how to do your eyeshadow, I highly recommend watching this tutorial. I will link it down below. I think it'll make putting on eyeshadow so much easier for you. I'm so stoked with how it turned out, and I'm definitely going to be using this method for future eyeshadow looks. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below for what else you want to see, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.